Another warm welcome back to Storybook Gardens, our park inspired off of many family oriented theme parks around the world, mainly Storyland in New Hampshire and Dutch Wonderland in, I believe, Pennsylvania. In today's episode, we have gotten a lot done. I made the entire area to the left here, the King's Court, and our first coaster. There is a little bit of more things I would like to add to the coaster, a little bit more realism. Things I would like to add, such as the confirmation buttons in the station and some other stuff, catwalks, and maybe the pieces of wood in the middle of the track. But I am very happy with how it turned out, and I have gone very in depth with the realism, which is why the episode took so long to come out. All future episodes, will be taking quite a while to come out because I am focusing on quality in this park instead of getting it out as fast as possible like I was on Hillview. Quality is definitely the main focus in this park. Coming over to the left, we have the first food area of the park. I'm very happy with how this turned out. I do have a full interior. I spent a day making all these appliances, then I put them back here. You can find them on the workshop. I'll make sure to put the link to those in the description. I do need to make some custom images for the TVs in the background. Next to the food shop, I have made a completely custom flat ride here with the flying dragons. I really feel like this flat ride was missing from the base game, so I decided to actually make a functioning a flat ride to go ahead and put in its place. I'm very happy with how it turned out. I believe that it looks really good. And I'm very happy with the decals on the side of the flying dragons as well. Coming over to the left, we have a bit of realism, some seating area, some lamps. I originally went really overboard with the lamps, but I toned them down, I deleted a ton of them, and now I think that they are pretty well spread out. Nighttime lighting is a big thing I wanted to focus on, as I feel like it was something that was it was an afterthought in Hillview, and so I decided to really focus on it in this park. We have our wooden coaster here, the drop floor wooden coaster, Excalibur, and you can actually see how much time I put into making this realistic. It is partially custom supported. I didn't fully custom support it. I didn't think it really needed it, but there are some portions like over there that are custom supported, and of course that chain lift machine that is also custom supported. I will go deeper into that later when we are in the free roam camera. We have a unfinished building. A week ago, I think, Frontier announced that they would be adding arcades into the game, and I do want this to be an arcade slash midway, which is what this little area is going to be. I don't know if we will get midways with the arcade, but if we do, then that will go here, and then our arcade will be inside this building here. Another flat ride over here, an iconic, tilt-a-whirl or whatever they are called in real life. I did use a reduced ride platform blueprint. You can find that on the workshop. I will add a link in the description for it. Those are the only blueprints you will be finding in this park, though. Everything else was made by me. Coming over here, we have the entrance to Excalibur, which is our Gravity Group family wooden coaster, inspired off of Rorosaurus at Storyland in New Hampshire, and also the Bobcat at Six Flags New England. I have put a ton of work into making this realistic here. Excuse the stone gas. You can see our custom supporting over here as well as some over here. We do have some trash cans, some queue fans, and very little theming throughout the queue. There was a dragon at the very entrance of the ride, but this is just the sort of basic, Six Flags style feeling. We do have a lot of detail inside of this station, completely, custom, no gridded pieces or anything. There is a bit of things that I would like to add in here, like some just some realism stuff, like the confirmation buttons allows the train dispatch, and maybe some stuff under the station as well. On the other side of the station, we have cubbies for guests to put their belongings. I put a couple glasses and hats and some water bottles in there. And we also have entrance to this final brake run catwalk here. The trains do have a bit of scenery attached to them. I wanted a like sword in the stone sort of thing, something like I wanted something sort of like Rorosaurus, but with the Excalibur on it. And so I did just add the sword in the stone and some text pieces make it a bit to fill in the empty space that was left. And we also have a shield on the back as long with the name of the coaster. No priority pass in this park. The park is a bit too small for something like that. But I'm very happy with how this fits in the area. As far as a storyline goes, this would most likely have replaced another older wooden roller coaster, maybe something like a PTC family coaster that you see at like Kings Island or something. It does fit that sort of like edition timeline around 2017, maybe 2016, that this coaster would have been added. Coming over here to the next area of the park, which is going to be the barnyard, we have a little bridge for the train to go above, and to the left here, just some seating in the dirt, so that you can sit and eat. That heads up to the courtyard with the Grim Storybook ride, and this will head down into the next area of the park. So now that we have finished the on-floor tour, we can actually exit and look at it from above. This is the on-show area, but everything would be like, you know, really realistically put in. We do have fences stopping guests from entering the coaster area, and this food spot does have a little backstage with the garbage, and they would be able to pull it out. And then access would be like around this corner. I probably should have like a little dirt path coming over, but yeah, this does have a backstage area with a gate. And then of course, so taking a look at Rorosaurus at Storyland in New Hampshire, they actually don't have a maintenance shed that the coaster switches to. So I don't have one. We just have this block break leading into the station. And we do need a shed for spare parts, so in this backstage area, we do actually have a maintenance shed for Excalibur. And then, speaking of backstage, that's one of the biggest things I was disappointed in within Hillview Gardens. It was very rushed, just like most of the park, and so I wanted to really take the time and make it realistic on this one. So coming over here, we do have a little gate here. I am going to put like a voice box thing that you can talk to and actually, like, you know, open the gate. Coming down here, we have, if you look at, you know, every single park, they have random junk just spread all over their backstage areas. And so I did kind of mimic that here. Got a couple supports, some fences, these are supposed to be like the parasols that go above the picnic benches, some crates, and then some old figures that would probably be placed around the park at some point. Over here we have a scissor lift. This can also be found on the workshop. I will put a link to all of my stuff in the description, a link to my Frontier profile. Coming over here, a little bit of staff parking here. I will be making vehicles to fill this out. That will come with at a later date with another project. And then over here, we have a little forklift that is also on the workshop. Taking a look at the coaster a little bit more in depth, we do have custom supporting all throughout the coaster. That's something that I looked at on Rorosaurus and the Bobcat, and they have these diagonal beams, and Rorosaurus has this chunky little offshoot there. And so I did recreate this to the best of my ability. I think it looks very, very good. A lot better than it did in the last episode. I couldn't find very good images of any shift or chain lift returns, so I just kind of threw this together. It's probably not that realistic, however, you're only going to really see it from down here, and so I'm not too mad about it. And then we also have this little system over here that brings it back up to here. And that's pretty much everything that I have added here. I will be leaving you off with a POV of Excalibur. I don't believe I gave you one in the last episode, but you know, it's nice to have a bit of a finished one. The next episode, don't know where it's gonna go. It could literally be anywhere within the park. So yeah, stay tuned. It'll be a few months until that comes out. Don't want to rush this park. Don't want to work on it when I'm not wanting to. I thank you all for taking your time out of your day to watching this video. I will see you in a few months when I'm able to get another one out. Thank you very much.